Hello, it's Fiery Grace the Gifted. Before we get started, I did want to let you know to be on the lookout for some changes on the channel. Now I'm here with a Divine Masculine channeled love letter. I've already blessed and shuffled. Let's find out what the Divine Masculine has to say. Hi. I have been doing a lot of thinking. I've spent a long time avoiding things or ignoring things, and I've been here a couple times before. It's just I never took the leap. I was never ready to move forward, and I never really considered just how much things would change, but also how much I would have to deal with from yesterday, from the past. I think that was where I struggled to understand you and your love and how you really felt and what you were looking forward to. Because you were so confident that no matter what our past, really my past, looked like, that it didn't matter. Our future was set. And it didn't matter what unknown thing we faced. You just knew it would work. It would be right. You believed that if we did it together and we healed together and we shared together and we grew and we took that time to just shine together, that everything would be great. And in many ways, I think that you're probably right. And maybe that surprises you because you and I both know I haven't always thought that way. So here I am now, and I'm trying to figure out how to get us out of my mess. How to help us move forward. How to not allow who I was to stop me from becoming who I'm supposed to be. And how to do everything I can to support you, to help you flourish and grow rather than hold you back. Because the one thing you've always had right is the grand idea that it doesn't matter what happens, we can make it, we can create it, we can cultivate it. You've always believed that we could do so much more than anything I've ever thought possible. And until I can see the world that way, you're the one. You're the one we should follow. You're the one that we should trust. So how do I make sure that all the things that made me avoid even living a good life, the things that made me say, I give up before I even started with becoming who I'm supposed to be, because I couldn't see a way out. I couldn't see how to overcome these things. That's why I never dealt with them before. How do I make sure that I don't come in and ruin everything that you have created? How do I make sure I don't mess up your vision? How do I make sure I don't ruin what you've already started? How do I become a part of the magic rather than a part of the problem? How do I become a part of this abundant life you seem to see when all I'm bringing is negative, liabilities, pain and fear and frustration? How do I tell you that I don't want to do this alone, but I don't want to put you through it either? I want you to be happy and feel good and have a life worth celebrating. You and I both know that as much as you're willing to forgive me, I've still put you through so much. Sometimes even just by being indecisive or pretending that I don't know that there's something really going on. Sometimes it wasn't anything I did on purpose. Sometimes it was because of what I refused to do. So what if now, when I do try, when I make the effort, what if I fail and this time I fail you too? What if I come in trying to save the day and all I do is make things worse? And what if I hurt you? This is why I need this time to think. I've got to find a strategy. I've got to find a natural solution. Because if I don't, I feel like I'm going to be dragging us into more struggle and pulling us both back. Seeing myself where I am now, that doesn't really feel too scary for me, but I can't overlook you anymore. I can't put you on the back burner. I can't tell myself you're strong enough to handle it on your own and that you can deal with whatever blows that I miss or take the ones meant for me. I can't tell myself that just because you want to, that it's okay, because I know it's wrong. I'm supposed to be the one. Because until I stand up and prove even to myself what I'm capable of, I will never be who I'm supposed to be for us. And I want us. Don't you understand that? I want this. And a part of me feels like I should just come out and say it and tell you. But I also know I am not the best at showing right now. I still find myself thinking the same old thoughts and choosing the same paths. And yeah, I fix it. Or I find myself dealing with the consequences more quickly. I know I'm getting better, but I also know that to say I'm where I need to be, it would just hurt me. It would put me in a bad place, a place where I felt a little too comfortable. I need this vulnerability. But I also need to know that while I'm here, that I don't slip up again. I need to find the right ways to prove how I feel. And to consistently get better and better and better no matter what happens and no matter what comes our way. I need to take on my role. And right now, I guess I'm just coming to terms with what it really means for me in the moment. I've never liked feeling out of control. I've never liked feeling like I need anyone. And I've never liked feeling like I'm not really sure of what I'm doing. I tend to avoid those kinds of situations for a reason. So to be here right now and to feel like all I'm going to do is hold you back and still push forward, this is a big step for me. I need to see for myself that if I put my mind to anything, I can do it. I can make it happen. I can win. And not the wins that I used to seek, but the ones that are a win for someone else too. So whether those win-wins are me and you or some random person out there who just needed me, I think I'm ready to be that person. I think I'm ready for those victories that are not just about getting where I want to get to and feeling how I want to feel. And it's like I'm not afraid anymore. Even though I'm still dealing with old habits and the same very confusing thoughts. I know that there's something that's done, it's over with. And I know that it's okay for me to stand in this miraculous place and believe that it's okay for you to be vulnerable for us, because one day I might have to be vulnerable for you. I'm learning that there are things that I'm going to put you through. But I'm also trying to make sure that I don't make it worse just because I know you're not going anywhere. I'm learning there's two sides to every coin. And I have to admit, it's finally helping me understand in so many big ways what everything that I've been through, you've been through, and we've been through is all about. I feel like I'm getting to a place where even in the confusion, I have at least a little bit of understanding. I'm getting to the point where I look around and I see others who are just as vulnerable, who are just as scared, who are just as broken, and yet they're fighters, they're warriors. And it makes me feel like maybe it's okay for me to get up. It's okay for me to join. It's okay for me to fight when I'm fighting for what's right. For so long, I had it backwards. And I was really confused about a lot. I also found ways to justify things I knew weren't true. I found ways to twist things into my own favor and my own beliefs, and those justifications and those rationales, all they did was keep me stuck. I don't want to be on this same path anymore, and even though I find myself naturally trying to walk it every day, the fact that a part of me notices that it's time to turn around every day, I just know something's different. I can feel it. And even though I can't really decipher every message right now, I know This chapter of my life is coming to a conclusion. If not, it's already done. And very soon there's going to be those last few missing pieces falling into place, and I have to be ready. And a part of that is making sure that you know that when I say I'm getting ready, when I say that I'm leaving everything that doesn't serve me behind, that I want something real and deep, that I can't keep moving forward the way that I was because it's always leading me to a dead end, and I know that now, that I'm no longer willing to walk myself into darkness. I need you to hear me when I say these things, because right now I feel like my actions and my words are not matching up with my spirit, with this soul of mine that feels alive for the first time ever. And as much as I want to say actions speak louder than words, it's like those parts of me, they're still in progress. But inside, I know where I'm headed. Inside, I know what I want. Inside, deep down, even though it's just a small spark, it's there. And it's getting stronger. So I'm okay with being vulnerable and a little bit confused and a little bit scared. I'm okay finally facing all the dragons I've ignored. Because for the first time, I see the end in sight. For the first time, I see a chance at something I've always wanted. I used to blame you for hurting me because you showed me this, and I thought it was impossible. But now all I can say is thank you for never giving up. Thank you for being so strong. Thank you for knowing exactly what I needed, for sacrificing so much for me. Thank you for seeing the vision of what was possible for us and never giving up on it. Even when I seemed to be going the wrong way or even trashed it. You stood firm, you stood strong. And I owe you everything. I love you.